what I want to talk to you about is this life. It's important. It's important to understand what this opportunity that we have been given truly is. Because it is going to be all too quickly that it will not be there. One of my favorite sayings these days is 25,550. And an average lifespan of 70 years, that's how many days you get. And then after that, it is certain. It is certain. It is not an option. Going to a movie is an option. Going to picnic is an option. Standing and dancing in rain is an option. Going skiing is an option. But the fact that you have to go one day from this earth is not an option. So, as a human being on the face of this earth, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? What is your objective? What is your mission statement? What is it all about? What is it? And I see from talking to people, interacting with people, and not that everybody understands this, but there is something very, very fundamental to every single human being, that they want to be content, that they want to be happy, and they want to be in peace. So, do you agree? That fundamentally, this is what we would like to have. This is not talking about money, and this is not talking about cars, and this is not talking about career, and this is not talking about anything else. Just fundamentally as a human being. That you could have peace, that you could be happy. Because we see this want, even in a baby, in a child. And not too long ago, when I came to Barcelona from India, I got a request. And the request was, there's this person, they're in the hospital. They're pretty much at the end of their rope. And they've had knowledge for a long time. And they're not going to be able to come to the event. So finally I showed up, and the person was there. They had taken their medication, and they were taking pain medication, which sedates you. So I'm standing there, and I said, hello. And at first there was no response, and then all of a sudden this person just opened their eyes and looked at me and realized it was me. Then they closed their eyes and then opened the eyes again and saw me standing there, and I said hello. Believe me, it was not comical. I'm not trying to put it in a comical way. Then the person took their hand and put it in my hand and then closed the eyes. And so I'm standing there, and I can see this person and this breath coming and going, and it's a labor. In this moment that this person is lying there, you can see that the brain works fine, but no way to respond. That's what she had lost. What she wants to do was obvious. But what she had lost through her illness, through her medication, was the ability to respond. You, at least in this moment in your life, have the ability to respond. What would you like to respond to? See, one could argue, why am I telling you this? You're not. You already have knowledge. Shouldn't I be telling you something else? But I very strongly feel that unless we hold in ourselves, in our bosom, in our depths, the clarity to do what must be done, we will not be successful. We will not be successful. Even with the gift of knowledge. The gift of knowledge is not a rubber stamp. It's a living thing. Knowledge is living. It must be practiced every day. It must be practiced every day. It must be enjoyed every day. This heart needs to be filled every day. Every day. And this is the response that we want to respond to. But we have problems. And today I'd like to talk about the problems. Because in this life, is everything simple? Well, I see some people going, and some people going, and some people going, okay. Actually, everything is very, very simple. Incredibly simple. But it has been made incredibly complicated by the obstacles that we have placed in our lives. And this is what has made everything incredibly complicated, when in reality everything is really simple. So what are the obstacles? Here we go. Here are the obstacles. 5. 5 obstacles. Whether these are obstacles or they generate the obstacles, and in my opinion, these are the 5 things that generate endless obstacles. So they are not the obstacles, they are the obstacle generators. And you have, and by the way, all of you have these. It's standard equipment. You have these. And these do not discriminate. The modern liberated woman will love this. These 5 things do not discriminate between man, woman, anything. There is no discrimination. Equal treatment. Absolutely equal treatment. You know? But here they are. Lust. Calm. And you can think of lust as lust. Or so much of the lust is, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish. Sit there, daydreaming, I wish it was like this. I wish it was like that. I wish and I wish and I wish, and I wish. The reality is, wishing isn't going to do it. Either you want it or you don't want it, sitting there going, I wish, I wish, I wish I were rich. You can wish as much as you want. That's not going to do it. Wishing is not the formula. So, kamna, lust, anger, growth, moh, attachment. Attached to this, attached to that. I'm so attached. And people now say, you ask somebody, do you like your iPad? Oh, I love it. How can you love a iPad? You can like a iPad, but you cannot love an iPad. But people say, I love attachment. I've seen people go crazy. Where's my iPad? Oh my God, where's my iPad? Where's my iPad? Where's my iPad? Oh no, I've lost my iPad. So, we're talking about lust, anger, काम, क्रोध, मोह, attachment, लोभ, Hindi, लोभ, greed, greed. काम, क्रोध, मोह, लोभ, lust, anger, attachment, greed. The fifth one, ego, ahankar. These, each one of them generates obstacles for you. And you allow these obstacles to be generated, to be created, and then you trip over these obstacles and hurt yourself. Every time you hurt yourself when you trip over these obstacles, because these are not little obstacles. They're big obstacles. So, you might say, how does lust affect me? It doesn't affect me. But it does. You sit there in the world of I wish. In the world of lust, I want this. I need this. This is how it is. Wishing. Misuse of hope. Hope is to be applied in this life now. What do you use hope for? You use hope that when you die, you hope you're going to go to heaven. Hope. Hope. There are people who will not listen to my message. And in that message, I'm not even converting them to anything. I'm not proposing that they convert. I'm just telling them that they can find the kingdom of heaven here. Because it says so in that famous prayer, Thy kingdom come, Thine will be done on earth as it is in heaven. See, everybody says these prayers, but nobody, it's like, sit down and go, what does that say? And it says, clear. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The man has come with a poster saying the circus is coming to your town. The circus is coming to your town, but you want to go to the town that is 10,000 miles away. Why? It's coming to your town. Your town. Here. But people don't look at that. Don't understand that. And they will not listen to my message. They will not listen to my message because they think then it may abate the possibility of going to heaven, when I want to introduce them to the heaven that is here on this earth. You know, a bookworm lives in the book. You only read books. Bookworm eats the books. But do you think that the bookworm is wise? Wow, you're a graduate. You have eaten through all these books. You're graduated. No. This is what happens. Conjecture. Conjecture. Maybe this person will like me. Everybody, you know, if a nice-looking girl comes along, men go. You know, why? You think a woman will look at only that man that has the nicest tied tie? No. But everybody stands up straight. Ah, yes, 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 you know. And you see teenagers go crazy. And the good-looking man walks in, and the woman, like, they don't want to make eye contact. It's body language. They don't want to make eye contact because they're aware of this person. So they're trying to look here, they're trying to look there, doing their hair, doing that, they're picking this up. Could it be that people do good deeds? Like straightening out the tie when the nice woman walks in? Somebody told them, do good deed. Might get to heaven. You just might get to heaven. Lust. Anger. Do you get angry? At the wrong thing. You don't get angry with your own stupidity, which is what you should be angry with. But you don't get angry with your own stupidity, you get angry at everyone else. He did this, he did that. Oh, how stupid. He's really. And how stupid are you? Sometimes I've seen people go, my friends are so stupid. Well, you're more stupid to have friends like that. But anger, God, angry at God. Why did you do this? Don't you know I am here? Why do you keep doing this to me? Because tide. See, one of the things is these obstacles and these obstacle generator have an incredible effect on your life, and that is they lead you to ignorance. Not knowledge. They lead you. They make you more ignorant, more ignorant, more ignorant, more ignorant. Because you forget why you are here. In anger, you forget everything. You forget. Do you understand the dynamics of anger? When you get angry, you forget everything. You forget that you have taken a vow not to be angry. And there's very few people in this world who have not yet taken a vow not to be angry. All it takes is to be angry at the wrong person, somebody you really love, break their heart, and then you say to yourself, I will never do that again. You took a vow not to be angry. But when you are angry, you forget the vow, don't you? Anger makes you forget everything. Who am I being angry at? This person I love, they're part of me. But you forget. Lust makes you forget. Anger makes you forget. Attachment, you forget. You forget, what is this? You forget how important life is. There are people who are attached to their duties. Duties. They're attached to their duties. They're attached to their pride. They're attached to their training. They're attached to their mission, and they will go and kill people and laugh. And it comes from attachment. Attached to the wrong thing. Attached to the wrong thing. And then you have greed. Greed. Who doesn't have greed? More. This is a known scientific study that when people go to a buffet, they put on more food on their plate than they can eat. They see other people also taking. And this triggers insanity in you. That's how delicate this greed is. Parking place. Mine. Greed is permeated. And what have all these things done to our society? By the way, what have these things done to our society? Who here isn't, in a way, a keeper of their society? It's completely trashed it. Trashed it. Unbelievable. Five things are destroying you, this planet Earth, and society. Destroying it. And there's only one known solution to these 5 things. Only one known solution. Consciousness is the only light that you need in your life to reach your destination. I hear so many people talk about journey. Oh, this is a journey. In Spain, England, now they have started in America, South America, Australia, a lot of countries have these roundabouts. Have you seen them? There's a lot of streets and then there's a roundabout. Now you can get in the roundabout, and if you stay on the inside, you can just keep going round and 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 round, and actually travel hundreds of miles. Would you qualify this person is on a journey? Is this a journey? Is it? Is this a journey? Would this be qualified as a journey? Going around in circles? Oh, he's going on a journey. What a beautiful journey. This is not a journey. This is stupidity. See? Yeah, that's why you need to listen sometimes. It's good to listen. Because some people are wondering, oh, maybe that is a journey. Maybe that's a journey. Yeah, it's going round and round, but it's a journey. And then you heard stupidity. And you went, of course, that's stupidity. Because you knew it was stupidity. And if you don't understand and accept what is obvious, you will be lost in the trenches of ignorance. And what is obvious? You are alive. It's obvious. Is it obvious to you? To me, it's obvious. Is it obvious to you? And this day that you have, today, that's all you will ever have. You know, don't be fooled by this 24-hour business. You will only be alive in a day called today. That's it. That's it. This is the simplest definition I've found of the whole business of yesterday and tomorrow and all that. You're only alive today. It is just a very long today. Huge, long today. That's it. And why is it that long? So you can get it right. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right. From the heart, accept but is given to you. And make it so that the heart sings out in the sweetest gratitude. You cannot write a song for this heart. You cannot. Make all the things right, and the heart will sing. And let there be a song. And when it is so, then all is well. Then the blessing was given. This is how simple it is. The blessing was given, and the blessing was received. And that's it. That's all the story of a lifetime that needs to be. The blessing was given, and the blessing was received. This is the ultimate success. This is the ultimate reality. This brings the ultimate joy. This brings the ultimate peace. This brings the ultimate tranquility. And this, that it brings, all those, is no mistake. No mistake. You want to know what the divine plan is? The divine plan is the blessing is given. And when the blessing is received, all will be well. All will be fine. All will be heaven. All will be real. That's it. Does there need to be any more? Does it? Can there be any more? Can there be anything simpler than this? Your role is to receive the blessing, not create the blessing, not interpret the blessing. But to receive the blessing. To receive the blessing. That's it. In your life, this is the only thing that's going to make your heart sing. Not 1,000 explanations. Especially if your explanations are coming from those 5 enemies you've got. I mean, how many of you would like to explain what I have just spoken in your own way because of the 5th enemy? Ego. Let me explain to you, what he said. Ego. And because of maybe the first element, lust. If you're opposite sex. You don't even have to be opposite sex. Maybe you lust after the person. Maybe you lust after their money. Maybe you lust after their body. Maybe you want to have a relationship. Or what a good way to start, right? Let me explain to you the simplest thing. There's nothing to explain. There's nothing to explain. There's nothing to explain. That's why knowledge is so beautiful, so incredible, so important. So every time you practice, it resets you. Reset. Now you know. Once again, one more day, you know the difference of what it is like to be fulfilled and not fulfilled. Once again, you know the difference of what is inside of you, that peace, that joy, and everything else. Knowledge doesn't take away your children. Knowledge does not take away your family. Knowledge doesn't take away your problems. This is what people are looking for. They're looking for a problem cure. I'm saying, look, you can try to make a boat so that if the rock hits it from the left side, it won't spring a leak. So you put this on there. You put one from the left side, one from the back, and you do this, 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 so that you have this boat that cannot possibly be destroyed, but it's now so heavy that it's at the bottom of the ocean. So, you have the perfect boat that cannot be sunk by rocks, torpedoes, bullets, but it's at the bottom of the ocean. And your reasoning is, it's protected. So many people, they have difficult time. God is testing us. Why? Why? I mean, he has nothing better to do. God has nothing better to do. Sit there and go, I'm going to test. I mean, what? Has God got some infatuation with tests? I'm going to test you. I'm going to see if you're going to pass. And then they say, but God knows everything. Well, if God already knows everything, then doesn't God know this guy's not going to pass or he's going to pass? Little flaws, you know. And then you ask this question, oh, it's a divine play. So now God has an infatuation with being an actor. He also likes to be an actor. He likes to be in play, and he's like, let's have a play, and in this play, you will suffer, okay? I mean, it is so stupid. If it is a play and you use the word play, then that means it's make-believe. Make-believe. When the guy gets the sword in his stomach, it's really not in it. It's just fake blood and he's going, eh. It's make-believe. But what is this divine play in which it is for real? You know? Not too many repeat actors, a short lifespan. In the tragedy, he died. Never an explanation. You want to hear an explanation? Somebody who knows can give you an explanation, and here it is. The blessing is given, and the blessing should be received. And if it is so, it's perfect. You see, that literally does not even require any explanation. It's obvious, it is simple, it is clear, it is not a test, it is not a this, it is not a karma, it is not a destiny, it is not a that. Nothing is involved in it. Nothing. Past isn't involved, future isn't involved, this isn't involved, that isn't involved. The blessing is given, and the blessing is received. This is perfection. This is perfection. No less, no more. Blessing is given, blessing is received, all is well, it's perfect. That's it. That's it. No more. No more. Thank you. See you later.